barking dogs for those people who can hear them in the background. I welcome you to another episode of Live Reiki Healing Meditation. And tonight, Robin and I are going to talk about joy, laughter, and appreciation. See how much my dogs are appreciating this talk?
And you have to laugh at that.
Yeah. And feel free to jump in if you have joined our conversation. Tonight, it's all about appreciation and gratitude.
Yes.
I mean, so let's ask, how's everybody's Christmas? Did holidays? How's is going? Has it gone well? Because this is exceptionally very different holiday for, I would say, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And how was your holiday, Robin?
My holiday was great. It just went by some days really fast, some days really slow. It was an odd year because we couldn't celebrate with friends and, family, and it was difficult. I mean, it's the holidays are usually a stressful time of year. I have to say that without all the hustle, it was less stressful, but sad. And that's why I think the topic tonight, joy, laughter, is so important, because there hasn't been a lot of things that we can laugh about this year, right?
Well,
so
I have to honestly say, I do give appreciation that myself, everyone in my family have been healthy.
Mm-hmm.
No one has caught COVID. I mean, there has been sadness, whereas as Robin knows, my father-in-law passed away at the beginning of December after, excuse me, he's he had a stroke back 21 years ago. And then over the next 2 decades, his body has deteriorated. And that was really sad for us to lose my father-in-law that way.
Very sad, very sad. And how is your mother-in-law doing? Is she doing okay?
She's doing okay. My father-in-law has been in the nursing home for the last 6 years. So my mother-in-law has begun the grieving process 6 years ago. She finally realized at the age of 81, she no longer could give him the 24-hour care that she was giving him. And it was a decision that was really difficult for her, but she decided it was best for Grandpa to go into the nursing home. So even though it was very, very sad to us, there's Carla and Miss Jones and Mr. Sanders on and saying hello.
Hi,
and tonight it's all about joy in fact, this is exactly what I was writing about before I was putting my newsletter together and talking about courage, joy, and the things that we could do for ourselves every day instead of dwelling on the darkness. Find time to laugh. In fact, my son's been home he lives in a different country now. And all I've been doing is laughing because I didn't realize he's just like his father. He's like a goofball.
Funny. That's awesome. That's so good, because it's so important to release tension when you have a good laugh. So I'm so happy that he brought some joy. How long is he home for?
He'll be home for 3 weeks, since right now schools have had a lockdown, so just about everywhere. And I know how difficult it is to live with a household full of people. That, you know what, that doesn't even bother me, because I grew up in a household of people. There's 7 of us growing up with one bathroom. Can you imagine? We had
I can imagine.
Yeah, coordinate our schedule every morning so we could get into the bathrooms and off to school we go. Yeah. So to me, living this way is not a big deal.
Right. I actually have, my son who's a sophomore in college. He's been home all semester. So he was home since last March. He had to leave school. School basically shut down. Everybody was doing classes online, so he just came home. But he's been home, and then Another adult child moved home. She didn't want to re-sign her lease. And it's been fun and great, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of shuffling around, and it's where can I be to have quiet, like to be able to do
and anyone, if you have something that you would like to share and how you are surviving, or how do you where's your joy? Where do you place your joy, and how does that look to you?
I've been finding so much. Yeah, I've been finding a lot of joy this year. I know that you have your son home and he's helping you laugh, and I've been finding joy with networking online and walking. I've been walking a lot with women in my neighborhood and friends, and I go to different trails, and just being out in nature is such a stress reliever. So I know you went on a nice walk today. Did you find it? Did it relieve you? Did it give you
well? I guess in the way it did and did not, because I didn't anticipate the walk to be that long. But 10,000 steps later, I said, man, this is a big walk.
Oh, good.
And even though it was a wonderful walk, but I was so conscientious of every single step because the terrain was uneven. So I was really busy trying not to fall flat on my face. That gets a little ugly when my son was ahead of me and along with the puppies. And I could just see myself twisting my ankle and going down like a log.
Right. And I know the trail you went on, it is pretty rocky. So that was good, though. Good to get out.
Yeah.
And so what else have you been doing? I know that you've had so much going on with the loss in your family. I mean, you've had a lot of loss this year. So what have you been doing to relieve your tension and your stress? And
well, my reliever, I should say, is more on the creative side. Mm-hmm. So my my father-in-law, unfortunately, nobody could come to the funeral. We couldn't even do a Zoom funeral. And what happened was it was a very intimate funeral with just immediate family. Mm-hmm. So what I ended up doing by accident, I filmed my son. He was given his remembrance. Mm-hmm. And I filmed him. And then before I knew it, I ended up filming 12 other members in the family. And then for those people who are not familiar with Chinese culture, or the people who can't come to our funeral, I had these little ceremonies. So I filmed everything, which I'm like, oh man, am I nuts or what?
No, that's beautiful. I think that's great that you did that.
Yeah. And this way, for those people who couldn't come, they felt like they were at the funeral. In fact, I knew I succeeded when members of the family were crying through the video that I made, and I sent them the link. So that's my way of relieving my stress. And that's where I get joy, is by sharing information, talking, and empowering people. That's a really big deal to me.
Yeah. And Helen shared with me the beautiful, beautiful video that you put together of all the photographs of your father from the time he was a baby. And it was just beautiful. Oh my God, I got the chills. The music you picked was like, oh, and the photographs. I just love the photographs, the clothing, and from the different time periods. It was just beautiful. You did such a beautiful job.
Thank you, Robin. I shared, there was 2 videos. There was the funeral video, and then there was the remembrance. And for those people who do not know my background, before I had children, I was a professional radio producer. That's why making these videos are very easy for me. And I decided to honor my father-in-law by putting this remembrance together, comprised of probably 140 pictures in a very time sequential order. And what amazes me was how could 90 years pass in 11 minutes? That's what scared me more than anything else, is how does 90 years pass in 11 minutes? And all of a sudden that became my gratitude button. Instead of dwelling on the small stuff, this is where I gave so much gratitude, that the skills that I have and being able to do this to honor him.
Yes, and to share with your family and friends. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and So people ask me now, Helen, are you going into the funeral video business? I go, no. As much as I love doing this, and I know I gotta be it. I What can I say, Robin?
I know. See there, I'm so glad you laughed, because it's so important to laugh. I actually invited, you know how I have my once a week meditation class that I do over Zoom. I invited a host. So that's something I would love to have you come to. I've been teaching this, I think I'm going on 5 years of teaching this one class.
Yes, you have.
And I have the same people who come and go, and I never know who's going to show up for the class, because they don't sign up in advance. It's just the class is the class, it's there, and they come. And so I invited a laughter yoga instructor to come to my Zoom class. And the people were dancing. Like at one point she had us dancing, and we were like, dancing and doing moves in our chair. It was so much fun. And we laughed. I mean, you kind of have to force yourself to laugh by doing these activities, but then you really laugh because you see everybody in the room being funny with their movements, or just everyone's laughing. And by the end, I can remember setting up for the, how I set up it for my little.
Oh yes, I've seen.
I'm always rushing setting up, because I don't have a dedicated place in my house to do this, so I'm always rushing. And I was a little uptight. Here I am going to be teaching this meditation class. Thank God I had the guests coming in that day. But by the end of that class, my shoulders were so relaxed and I felt great. And so it was really, really fun. So I'm going to start having, at least once a month, inviting a guest into this class on Zoom, just for fun and to make it a little more interesting, since, I've been doing this. I don't want them to get bored with me, especially over Zoom, because it's hard to teach a meditation class over Zoom. I know people do it, but I want to make it fun, and I'd love to introduce and share other people,
Well, hey, everybody who is listening, if you would like Robin to do more of these meditations, let us know, because we're going to probably try to do a little bit more of these live talks. I mean, we could talk on and on and on, Robin and I.
Yes, we love to chat. We could go on and on.
And for me, I get the greatest pleasure building a community of healers. There's a lot of us out there, and why not use, I would say, people's talents and their skills and bring them in and make each one of us think, because so many of us are like little islands.
Yes.
Why not come together?
Yes, and I think that's what we need in this world. We need more collaboration. We need to be helping each other and helping more people. So many people need different tools and different ways of healing and relieving stress. And if we can help bring that to other people, or just put other healers, see what's available to them, that's a gift to the world. What can, I like to think of what can I do to help the world? And I think that's one way we can.
Why not? Because right now,
healers. Yeah.
Well, let's do this, Robin. Let's do meditation, because it's now 7:17, and we're going to be signing off at 7:30.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get my hot hands going.
And we're going to send some Reiki healing to everyone.
Helen's going to heal it. And then if somebody you would like me to send Reiki to, put it in the box. All right, Robin, your turn. I'm going to give you the floor.
You. So everyone who's here, hello. Get as comfortable as possible. I can't see you, but I know that maybe you're sitting in a chair, or you're lying on a couch. Just get as comfortable as possible. And take in a nice deep inhale. And exhale. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. Not something you're comfortable doing, you can rest your eyes with a nice soft gaze. You can look down at your feet or across the room. but just soft eye muscles. And again, taking a nice deep inhale in and out. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. And I'm going to take you through a nice breathing exercise. I'm going to have you take 3 consecutive inhales and exhales, but I'm going to have you hold in between the inhale and the exhale. So I will prompt you, and here we're going to practice the first one. And I want you to take as deep an inhale as you can. So inhale, hold, exhale. Now I'm going to have you do that 3 more times. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Again, inhale, hold, exhale. And now begin breathing nice and slowly, nice and normally through your nose. Remember, it's perfectly okay to have thoughts coming and going during meditation. If your mind is moving fast and you're thinking about a lot of different things, I want you to bring your attention back to the air flowing in and out of your nose. So just notice the air coming in and out. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Now begin visualizing yourself where you are right now, wherever you are. And visualize a beautiful, glowing bubble all around your body, about 6 feet out, 6 feet up, all the way around. And you're in this beautiful, beautiful light. I want you to just imagine seeing yourself from above or across the room, your body in this beautiful, white, golden, glowing light. And I want you to see in this light beautiful shades of light, almost as if the sunshine is glowing through your space, your energy around your body. It's warming your body. And just breathe into this beautiful, beautiful space that is your protective energy field. Notice the weight of your feet. Your feet are connected with the energy of the earth. Gravity is keeping you connected to the earth. It's an invisible energy, but it's there. Just feel the weight of your feet. keeping you grounded, keeping your energy connected with the earth. The earth energy is healing. And just breathe in, knowing that you're connected with this beautiful healing energy. You are surrounded with beautiful healing energy. And just breathe into this beautiful energy field. And exhale. Again, breathe in and out. Notice if you're holding any tension in your abdomen area. Just breathe in, feel your abdomen rising and falling with each inhale. Notice any noises that you may be hearing. Maybe you're hearing the hum of an appliance. Maybe you're hearing noises outside of your window. And just notice what you hear. Now bring your attention to the temperature in the room. Notice the temperature of the air on your hands. Notice the temperature of the air on your face. Now your eyes are closed. Notice if you see any colors. Do you see your eyes closed? Do you see pink? Do you see green? Take another nice inhale in and out. Continue to relax your body. Now I want you to bring to mind someone you know who may need some extra loving care, some healing. And just bring them to mind. And with your loving thoughts, imagine them in this beautiful white golden light orb surrounding them and healing them, bringing them comfort, bringing them joy, releasing any tension they may be feeling. And take another nice inhale in and out. Now bring your attention back to you and to your healing bubble. This is a protective shield that helps to keep your energy steady and calm, and it's always with you. You just need to remember that you are in this beautiful, shining, protective energy field that belongs to you. Just taking a nice deep breath in. Now bring your attention to your feet. Feel the weight of your feet. And begin to wiggle your toes, bringing the energy back into your body. Feel the energy coming up your legs. Notice your hips and just adjust yourself a little bit. Move your trunk. Wiggle your shoulders a little. Wiggle your fingers. Taking a nice deep inhale in and out. Again, another nice inhale in and out. Slowly open your eyes and come back to the room. And I like to bring my arms up and just give myself a little stretch. And just move my body a little bit. So welcome back. And you just went on a nice little journey to protect yourself and to heal yourself. And remember, you can do that whenever you need to. Just sit and visualize yourself in that beautiful, beautiful space.
Yeah. Of appreciation and gratitude. And next week, what I would like to do, Rob and I started to talk about, I'm about to launch my 17-part class series called First Step to Your Spiritual Journey. For those people who are beginning or perhaps in the middle of it or working towards all those little steps on their journey, I developed this class just for those people who have just begun and really have questions about what is our life purpose? Why are we here? I mean, this to me is an excellent course to offer at the beginning of the year, especially since we have such a tough 2020. What is our place on this planet? What are we here to do? And then let's do a meditation, Robin, if you can, to meet our spirit guides.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Oh yeah, I'm into spirit guides, and my spiritual team are probably, I consider them really kick butt people. They've been kicking my butt now for 15 years. Yeah. Every time I say no, kick, kick. You should come, Helen. Yes,
it's so much fun to meet your spirit guides and to name them. And they're always with you. I mean, sometimes I forget they're there, but I know they're there, and I apologize. I'm like, hey guys.
Yeah, and think about this. And think about how many times your spirit guides have kicked you along on this journey. And Robin knows it very well.
Yeah,
she got black and blue spots on both sides of her cheeks.
Absolutely. And oh wow, I've had such a journey. And Helen's classes over the past 15 years have been amazing. I was just talking to someone earlier about one of the meditations we did to, you know, the one where you did where we were in an elevator and how we were in
the Akasha records.
Yes, and I can still visualize that elevator.
I love the Akasha records.
It was so much fun and so enlightening and so much fun to share after we all did the exercise together in that group. And I was speaking to someone today about, she had just done an exercise like that, and we had so much fun. It's just an amazing practice, and Helen is so much fun to do class with people. I mean, we had a lot of laughs.
How about this, everybody? We could do an Akasha records. It's going to be a past life regression. And what we'll probably end up doing, if you don't mind, charging a small cover fee. And I'm going to take you to a place in time, especially if you have an issue that you can't figure out what is going on in your life. I will take you back to that place when it first happened. If this is something you're in agreement with, I could put a manual, small manual on how to get yourself ready to do this. I'll probably do this probably at the end of January, because I'm one of those people, I like to pass out manuals to get people ready. So
Helen,
if that's something
they're really helpful,
yeah, we could do like a Zoom. I'll figure it out. But next week, let's start off with this meeting with your spirit guides, and we're going to talk a little bit more about your steps on this journey and why you are here. Okay? Does that sound good, everybody?
Beautiful.
So I thank everybody so much for joining Robin and me tonight. I know it's been a while, and I am sorry that I haven't been able to get my act together, because I'll be honest, I've been grieving, so I didn't want to dump that energy on you. You're very important to me. And we'll meet again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in the meantime, be well. Manage your fun, as my husband was saying, manage your fun on New Year's Eve. And Robin, do you want to sign off?
Yes, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here tonight. And remember, you can always reach out to us in the links that Helen will be putting up after the podcast. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, honeys. Be well. Talk to you next week.